My older friends are a lot of fun. I learn a lot of things from them when we spend time together. My neighbor is one of those people I learn from. Ruby is an adventurous senior who, in this story, is apprehended by the police. If you listen in, you too may learn how this escapade of hers unfolded.
Hey there. I have been around a long time. I have many stories. I have been there and done that and enjoyed myself along the way. The joys, challenges, struggles, and triumphs that we all have experienced through our lives are a bond that we have in common with every generation. Sharing the commonalities of our life experiences brings us closer to every generation that is open to hearing from us. Hey, you out there, get ready. Join me and many others on this show. Our host is John Knox.
This is Sharing Life Season 4, Episode Number 2. This episode is called, Where's Ruby? Support for Sharing Life comes from APEC Marketing. To consult their services, go to apecmarketing.com. By email, contact asha@apecmarketing.com.
APEC Marketing, your resource for digital marketing, web, and app development tools.
Relationships are the most valuable things we have in our lives. Who's special to you? My neighbors are very special to me, especially my older neighbors. Meet Ruby. She is more like an auntie. Neighbors to me are a type of family member, especially older neighbors, as they are willing to say hello and spend time with me. Just enough time to build a relationship. Over the years, we have gotten to know each other. I shoveled the snow from her driveway many times and mowed her lawn. She is very special to me. I now rent in a new location, but Ruby and I are still in touch. I still like to greet her. She brings me a lot of joy. Join me in this relationship, and you too will share in that joy.
Okay.
What did you eat for breakfast?
The usual, an orange, a toast with peanut butter and jam, and a cup of coffee.
So, what type of coffee do you normally drink?
I drink Taster's Choice instant coffee. Cool. And I like that.
Like many older people, Ruby has a community of people watching out for her. One of her boys is the leader in this effort. Listen in and you will soon hear how he plays an active role in caring for his mom.
Oh, about the night that it was after my bridge club, and it was kind of a rainy day, and I decided I would go down to see my sister-in-law because I had a picture that I thought maybe she could tell me, maybe recognize some of the faces that I didn't have the names of. So that was why I decided I would go down without coming home and straight down to her place. And she lived near the lakeshore.
Mm-hmm. So that's about a half-hour drive or so from here.
I guess it was about that long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, after the drive, what happened?
after the drive, well, I went down there, and it just happened that my son came to my house, and he saw that I wasn't home. And so he wondered where I was. And because I didn't let anybody know where I was going, I didn't think of it, actually. And then he got really worried, and he went to the police.
So how was it the next time you saw your son? Did he give you a big hug?
Well, he was very happy to see that I was okay, and he really looks after me and worries about me. So it's kind of nice that you have a son that is like that.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, and I'm witnessing your smile. It's nice. I like your son too. He's a pretty good guy. That Bob, eh? Mm-hmm. Bob's.
And he was the most mischievous of my three sons, and he was very loud, and just. He was not wild, but he was very loud person. And since he's grown up, he is very thoughtful, and thinks about how I am and if I'm doing okay and if I'm eating well and so forth. He's very good.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I understand he still has that fun flair to him. But now you're telling me that he's like well planned and he coordinates things for you very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was here one time when you made tomato sandwiches, and he was here. And Bob had some fun comments about your killer tomato sandwiches.
What was the comment?
Oh, that they were good. That they were killer. Like they had nice seasoning on them. He says, oh, these are killer.
Well, I always put a little bit of sugar on my tomatoes.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Always.
That's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I think I should try that myself.
Yeah, you should. You should.
So, why did Bob call the police?
He was just worried about me. And I forget just how he found... I can't remember how the police... He found out where I was because I hadn't told him. I can't remember that part. Well, I remember that I was down at my sister-in-law's, and then the police came down.
What type of residence does your sister-in-law live in?
She lives in it's a apartment building.
Oh, so it's an apartment building. Mm-hmm. So, did the police come up?
I had to go down.
Right.
Uh-huh. And I can't remember just exactly what happened. But I guess they had to see me because I think by this time they knew where I was. But they had to see me in person to make sure that I was there. So I had to come down and to see the police.
Right. So was he a really big guy? Was he really friendly? Was he serious?
No, just a regular policeman. He was very nice. And when he saw that I was there and that I was okay, then that was all that mattered.
Right. Mm-hmm. So then, what happened after the policeman left?
I can't remember what happened.
Did you just go upstairs and then you...
Yes, I just stayed there because as long as they saw me and I was okay, then that was all that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
And then my son, of course, knew I was there too, so it was okay.
Finally, everyone knew Ruby's location. Her son, her family, the police, everyone. Now you and I are about to receive some wisdom from her. Listen in. Ruby, how do you persevere with so much joy? You're 92 years old.
91.
91. One of the things I say to myself when I see a smiling senior, that this person has been smiling for 91 years. You got to do the same. You got to just keep at it, keep going. So, can you tell me one of your things? How do you do it? With all that life presents, you just keep on smiling and keep on finding things to do.
Well, I always look for, I'm a positive person, and I don't worry about things. I just am happy because everything is going well for me, and I'm just that kind of person.
A good attitude is a well-earned badge that we all must fight for on a daily basis. Get to know a senior in your life, and you will learn that their good attitude is an inspiration to you because it represents a struggle over many decades and not a simple daily battle that started in the last year or two. Just as Ruby in this episode is not alone, neither are you in your choice for optimistic living. Be at peace while you forge your brighter tomorrow. This episode was originally published on the 4th of July in 2017 and was recorded in the fall of 2016. It is now being published in April of 2020. You have been listening to Sharing Life. To contact me, use my email address sharinglifestudios@gmail.com. Also, I have an independent board who reviews all decisions concerning these broadcasts. Thank you for being a listener.